dream. And I want you to first of all go into that state of mind. The first step to the process is to go into that state of mind when you dream, or you dream this idea. And I think what we can do is, if you just relax and close your eyes and go into that state, big breath in, let yourself go, empty your mind. Just imagine emptying all your thoughts in a bin line and leave it at the front. For now, you can pick it up in 10 minutes if you wish. For now, just let your mind run wild, okay, and just use your imagination, okay, to create this vision and this plan. Notice what you see, hear and feel, what the plan is. Really let the imagination run wild. You're not accountable to anything. Just think big. Okay. Okay, and when you're ready, you can come back to the here and now. Okay, and the key is on the first state is just to give the client as much time as they feel necessary to come up with their idea and strategies. Okay, get them into that state when they're in dreamer state. Identify where they are, what they do, and what state of mind they're in when they're dreaming and thinking about their vision and dream. Have you actually got a mindset or a place you go whenever you're generating ideas, or?
No, I just visualise it.
Just visualise?
Yeah, I visualise it.
So you can visualise it wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can sort of break away and just...
Yeah, visualise what it would look like.
Okay, sure. Okay. Because some people tend to sort of visualise and create ideas they've got somewhere they go, whether it be a room or whatever. So, and it's just the key is identifying the person you're working with. Is there anywhere specific that they go or do to come up with these ideas? In the sense of your dream, were you able to access the vision, the dream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to share it with you?
If you can, that'd be great.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Sounds interesting.
So when I'm a qualified nutritional therapist, and I would love to have an integrated health practice where it's a big building that has modern medicine and alternative therapies all together, a big yoga retreat area, just to provide a more holistic approach. But it's a bit way out. There are only a few of them in the UK.
Sure. Okay. And how would you like to? What would the end in mind be? What would it be?
It would be my business. It would be me having engaged a number of different people with the same outlook and the same approach to improving people's well-being.
Would it just be one centre?
Yeah, I think it would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it would be people would come from all over the UK to
Okay.
it.
How many staff would you have?
Probably not that many employed staff, because actually it'd be about working with people on a. They wouldn't work for me; they'd work for themselves. But we'd all work. I don't know. I'd rent. I don't know. I think I probably would rent space out to them to utilise. Is the way I see it at the moment.
Okay. So with the end in mind, the dream would be to have this centre.
Yeah.
Where people could come from all over the UK.
Yeah.
Okay, and you'd have these like freelance or staff that were working in the centre to help people achieve their nutrition, well-being goals.
Yeah, to take them to a better place, really.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the dream. Now I'm going to get you to go into realistic mode. And what realistic mode is, you know, that mindset that we have when we have a dream. We sort of start thinking about the logistics of it. And you will have had dreams and goals in the past that you've gone on to achieve, and at some point you would have gone through this process.
Yeah.
It's an automatic process. So I want you to just close your eyes, relax, and go back to that realistic mode. Okay. Going back to that mode when you may have once had a dream or a vision in the past, yet you thought about the potential logistics of achieving that dream. And just go into that state. And in that state of mind, notice what you see, hear and feel. I want you to think of your dream of having this centre. Okay. And I want you to think of all the logistics about this centre that you have. So it could be people coming in from all around the UK, their travel arrangements, the freelance staff, logistics of getting the best staff on board. What if they don't turn up? What if all the various permutations of having the centre that you can think of, the running of it, how much revenue you'd have to generate to keep the centre running, and all the other requirements that you would have to have in running a centre and keeping the centre, and just thinking it through. Okay, and I'll gradually bring back to the here and now in your own time, at your own pace. Okay, what was it like to go to realist mode?
I felt a lot more closed in when I was thinking in the dreaming mode. It was much bigger, the picture.
Okay.
Whereas when I was in the realist mode, it was sat in my office.
Yeah.
Just a lot more closed in, a lot more. I can't see how I can make it happen.
Okay, so you felt you couldn't see how you could. And how come you couldn't see?
The bits that are stopping me here are it's really the finances.
The finances of
Like
getting
how
up
on
and running.
earth am I going to do that?
Okay, to get the centre up and
Yeah,
running. So more centres
I'm
around
keeping it going, yeah.
the finances. Okay. Have you done like a cost analysis of what it would cost? Okay.
Because in my head it's just like, I just can't see how it,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I should probably do that.
It might be a good idea because you never know. And these are the sort of things that will come up as a result of doing the process. Okay, so we begin to potentially realise the dream. There is a way. Okay, there is potentially a way, and it's not just an airy-fairy dream because we're actually like dealing with things at a logistical level. Okay, as well. I'm going to now get you to go into critique phase, and it could be your own thought process where you think of an idea, yet you think of every potential pitfall and permutation to not do the idea. So just relax and let yourself go. Okay. And I want you to go into critique mindset. And notice what you see, and it could be an idea you had in the past where you were critical and decided, no, it's not for you at that point. And that's what you see, hear and feel when you're in that mindset of critique. Okay? And in the context of realising this dream of opening a centre, think of all the potential pitfalls and permutations that could happen. Okay, so you've got this centre up and running, everything's running okay, you've sorted your financing out, and you've got all your staff, and now think of the various risks and potential. What if staff go off not being well, or certain staff don't bother to come to work? How can you get replacement staff? What if the centre has structural damage or is prone to flooding, or you've got possibilities, things that can happen. Okay. Obstacles. Biggest obstacles that you feel that could cause this centre to close. Okay. And you can actually come back to the here and now in your own time, your own pace. I was trying to be as damning as I could.
No, but you said you've got the centre up and running, which to me is like, that's the bit I can't get to.
Oh, which you're struggling to do, yeah.
If I got it up and running, I wouldn't have a concern in the world that it would be successful.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there we go. So
it's just the actual how I get it going.
Getting it up and running of it. Okay. So.
Well, it might be tough, yeah, but I'd make it work.
Yeah. Well, what about if there were various obstacles and difficulties there?
I'm fairly resourceful. I've known someone that could help.
Okay. What about in the stage of getting it up and running? If there were obstacles, if.
I've just. It was interesting because in this phase I was sat in my mum's kitchen because my mum's always see the negative of everything, and I couldn't see anything. I was very much focused in the black. For me, I don't know, the thing that's just come to mind in there then is just that the people very close to me might not support me.
Okay.
And maybe that's what's stopping me. Because it is too much of a risk, it's too much of a financial risk for those people.
Okay, sure. Okay, so that would be potentially an obstacle and difficulty. Okay.
Yeah, and it might cause them problems with the close relationships,
Okay.
or that it would impact my family.
Okay. Okay. And these are key things of the process that subconsciously are going through. We'll be working with your client, they'll be going through their mind at some level, yet they may not even be aware of it because they've never really thought about it. And I think unless you go through a process and begin to think about things, go from there. I'm going to now...
The other thing in here was, well, when the hell am I going to have time to plan that?
Okay. Okay, so I want you to what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you back to dream state. Okay, but I'm going to take you back to dream state with all these permutations in mind. Okay, we're going to put them all in the computer, the mind in the computer, and let it process everything. Okay, is it something that you really want to do? Do you want to do that?
I think so, yeah.
Just think, if you could have it up and running now, would you?
I'd love it. I'd
Yeah.
absolutely love it, but the finances are just stopping me.
Okay.
The
We just,
logistics, yeah.
if you could have it, would you take it? I mean, if you
I'd be terrified, but I'd do it, yeah.
you do it, yeah, you'd be happy to have it. So, is it something
Yeah,
you really want?
yeah.
Okay, I want you to now just relax again and close your eyes and go back into dream state. When you go into that state of mind when you dream, and just let your thoughts run wild and think of this centre. Okay, you've got this centre up and running, you've got people coming in from everywhere in the UK and all these staff. It's a wonderful centre. Everyone's smiling and happy and feeling great and improving everyone's life. And it feels good. You've achieved it. Okay. Well, you're in the process of achieving it and working towards achieving it. So you know what your vision is and you know what you've got to do to achieve it. I want you to think of all the permutations that you went through in your mind, in real estate, in critique state, okay, all the logistics, the finances, getting the staff, people's travel arrangements, and the potential difficulties that might have with family and friends and setting it up. And just process all that information in your mind in dream state. The process of actually realising your vision and having your vision. And just gather your thoughts. Think of some of the things that you've learned and think of some of the ways that you could actually start implementing a strategy to achieve your goal. Even if it's 1 or 2 steps towards putting it together. Okay? And when you're ready, you can come back and do it. Okay. What was it like to be in dream state after?
It was a lot. I was looking up and out again, so it felt more possible. First thing that hit me was that it's something that is not now, it's a bit in the future.
Okay.
And so then my thought pattern went to all the things that I needed to do
Yes.
in the next 3 to 5 years
Okay.
to get whatever I needed to get to that stage.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
is possibly, it's about taking smaller steps to get to the bigger.
Step by step to get to the big
Yeah.
picture. Okay. And when you were processing all the information, how did you feel about like various obstacles and the finance and of the?
The finances I wasn't thinking about
Okay,
the finances.
okay.
What I was thinking about is I need to get the experience and the practice going first.
More the process, yeah.
And get the experience and the testimonials to then build the relationships with other people.
Yeah.
To then maybe go and see, there are a couple of these centres already in place in the UK, go and try and get some work experience there or
Okay.
some kind of interaction with them to see how they did it.
Yes, okay.
To then,
Okay, so you mentioned there's like a 3 or 5 year plan.
I think,